Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at mother base. Marker placed. Please select a deployment point. Please select a deployment point. Extraction arrived at mother base.
coordinates should be around here.
Detected.
Locate and secure them.
Updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Hey fella, votre main! Hey! Porte-bakken!
Dispatch requested.
Talk.
Buddy departing area of operations. The map has been updated. Buddy child has died.
Boss, you killed a child. I'm aborting this mission.
Please select a deployment point. Please select a deployment point. Please select a supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here.
Quiet.
Locate and secure them.
Supply drop complete.
Cover me.
Too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
You gotta extract. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him. Whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
Checker, de chirurgie. Vijandige scherpschutter vloer. Hoi gereed. Oor.
Please see support helicopter requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Great job. Alright, we'll bring him out. Boss, about the kids. It appears there's a movement among them to organize against us. I can think of only one person who'd be behind that.
Mother Base.
I'll continue to look into it.
Gaining altitude.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Departing.
Plant expansion complete. Please select a mission. Staff assigned. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select heading to Mother Base. Heading to Mother Base. Is now in the red. Please landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is Pequod, on station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Boss, our GMP is now in the red. If it stays this way, staff morale will fall and the men will start leaving Diamond Dogs.
Heading to
You've got to
Afghanistan.
bring in more funds and keep costs down. should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Please dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations. Buddy has arrived. The map has been updated.
Trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at please landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Approaching.
Good. Good dog.
Please select landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Good. Good dog.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Support helicopter has arrived. Caution, sandstorm approaching. Extraction arrived at mother base.
Cover fire! In hot! Rockets away!
Стоп! Стоп! Обнаружьте зону нефтебореза! Атакуем!
P1 is in hot! Find cover! This is P-Quad. Aborting attack run and heading for nearby LZ. Don't keep me waiting. Get on board as soon as I touch down. This is P-Quad. We can't land.
Support helicopter has arrived.
This is P-Quad.
Support
can't
helicopter
land.
has arrived.
This is P-Quad.
Clouds.
We
from
can't
support
land.
helicopter has arrived.
This is P-Quad.
Support
can't land.
helicopter guard post captured.
This is P-Quad.
Support helicopter
can't
has
land.
arrived.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at mother base. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Clouds approaching. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a landing zone. Deploying.
The escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them. Should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Please select a strike point. Please dispatch requested. Departing area of operations. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Mother base is now in red.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Outpost captured. Please select a drop point. Dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations.
You got to extract him.
Buddy has arrived. The map has been updated.
Talk.
The map has been updated.
Good. Good.
He's coming too. Roger that. You got to extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
Police support helicopter requested. Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a landing zone. Deploying. Clouds approaching.
Be careful down there, boss.
Please select a deployment point. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. detected. The map has been updated. The body has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
Disrupt communications between enemy outposts by destroying comms equipment. That'll prevent one post from sending reinforcements to another.
Begin cover
The
fire.
map has been updated. Development complete.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Development complete. Dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations. Buddy has arrived. The map has been updated.
Coming too. Roger that.
Extraction failed.
Extract him.
Weather will clear shortly.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Coming too. Roger that. the rest to us.
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Please select side
Boss,
options.
I've updated the mission list.
Updated.
We received a new job offer. The details are on your iDroid.
At mother base. Support helicopter requested. The map has been updated. Development project has been added. Staff assigned. Please select a mission.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at
dispatched.
LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. The map has been updated.
Get him!
Extraction arrived at mother base. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Mission list updated. Commencing platform construction. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Please select a mission. Staff assigned. Please select a mission.
The CFA are gearing up for a large-scale attack against Angola's MPLA government. They're assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport and will be ready to move soon. We've been contracted by the MPLA to put a stop to them. But the civil war will keep burning on, whether we accept this job or not. Another East-West proxy war with the communist MPLA on one side and the capitalist-funded CFA on the other. An endless seesaw of blood and violence played out in the hands of the superpowers. I had my doubts at first, but I think we should take this job. Skullface is gone, but Cypher still remains. Competition with rival PFs will only get more intense. For us to survive, we need to expand our organization and get strong enough that no one can threaten us. So our only option is to fight and grow, and fight and grow.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take it lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Marker placed.
Be careful down there, boss.
You have arrived at your destination. Sun will set shortly.
Nice work. Keep it up.
Please select a drop supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Fire at will.
Guard post captured. Please select a drop supplies requested. Vehicle drop complete.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
Please supplies requested. Supply drop complete. updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Nice work.
Police support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
All right, you're out of the hot zone.
Exfiltrated.
No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work. Boss, as we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
Where is he?
I told you. Your father's not here.
They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Did you really think it would be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back. They'll even see the boss, too. But first, I need to know what you sent them to do.
They wanted to leave.
To their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then?
Not quite. Militia warlords, PFs, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
Goodbye, Father. I don't need you anymore.
Was Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Sahelanthropus, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen. Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
We finished decoding the informant's report. That floating kid we've run into a few times now. Looks like he was a test subject in clinical experiments. The Soviets called him the third boy. The third boy was brought to a lab on the outskirts of Moscow from Czechoslovakia, after which he was due to be sent to a research center in Leningrad, then Siberia, and finally an academic town in Novosibirsk. It doesn't appear that the researchers witnessed the talents we've seen from him, but nevertheless he was quite the popular subject. His latent cognitive abilities suddenly awoke en route to Moscow. According to the report, the third boy was easily influenced by other individuals' biofields. Evil thoughts, in particular. They affected his mind like a virus. Extreme anger or resentment, motives for revenge, in other words. Now, during the transport flight to Moscow, the boy was exposed to a powerful mental energy field coming from a certain individual. Ever since, being conscious of his powers, he's become a sort of energy generator. What's unique about him is the way his acute telepathic abilities get taken over by another person's will. The boy began to physically parasitize individuals experiencing extreme anger and codify the host's desires. This includes amplifying the host's natural strengths. Or, in accordance with the host's desires, he can also implant program code in another individual, making them a puppet, essentially. Human neural synapses transmit weak electrical currents between neurons. These electrical currents, though at a level difficult to observe, warp the magnetic field outside the body. The third boy is able to pick up these weak fluctuations. Contrary to psychotronics, which involves controlling the human mind, his abilities as a receptor are too high. The emotions he picks up from another individual are amplified and unleashed into his body as they recur in his brain. They turn into microwaves, which then affect the physical world, triggering paranormal phenomena like the spontaneous combustion of organic matter or psychokinesis, moving an object without touching it. There's one other thing. While he's parasitizing a host, the boy's ego gets shut away, allowing the will of the host to take control of his powers, like some annoying static drowning out your own voice. That means he isn't responsible for what's been happening. Somebody's extreme anger has manifested through the third boy's powers in ways none of us could have predicted, which would mean this was going on somewhere around us. Looking back on it, a lot of things make sense now. The man on fire, Sahelanthropus. They both came to life thanks to the third boy's powers. Everything has been happening through him as a catalyst. We first saw him in the hospital on Cyprus. The boy parasitizing the man on fire's desire for revenge gave him his new abilities in return. He next appeared at the Hamid Fighters Fort where the honeybee was hidden. There, the boy parasitized Skullface's vengeful mind. He controlled Sahelanthropus, making it do whatever Skullface wanted. Same goes for when we extracted Emmerich onto the chopper. When he appeared at the Devil's House in Central Africa, Skullface's will controlled the man on fire via the third boy's powers. Everything is clear up to this point. But even the informant couldn't pinpoint who the host was in the cave within Serac power plant. Sahelanthropus suddenly became active, then crushed not only the man on fire, but Skullface as well. Surely neither of them could have been the host. Who else was at that location and bore anger more extreme than either of them? Whose will was controlling Sahelanthropus? According to the report, emotions transmitted in children's brains affect the surrounding magnetic field more strongly. Cerebral nerves are covered with insulation called myelin sheaths to increase impulse speed. The reason for this leakage has to do with the fact that children's myelin sheaths are still developing. So, how many children do you remember being there? Children with a burning desire for revenge and bearing a grudge against you. I can think of only one. Eli. We don't know what kind of life he's had, but the resentment he's shown toward adults is nothing short of extraordinary. The third boy resonated with Eli's mind. And that means Eli bore the strongest animosity of all individuals within the boy's reception range, estimated to be a 3-mile radius, beating out even Volgan and Skullface. The third boy has probably remained hooked on Eli's anger since. You remember at the Devil's House, the third boy showed an interest in Shabani? That must have been his ego making a rare appearance. He may possess abilities far beyond anyone else in the world, but he's still a kid. Maybe them both being kids was enough to bring them together. And if so, maybe with Eli, he isn't feeding off him, but acting in symbiosis with him. So what kick-started the third boy's powers? If we look at the location and time that his plane went down, we can make a pretty good guess. When the plane experienced the first anomaly, it gave an accurate report of its position to a control tower, due north of the Black Sea, 125 miles east of Kiev. Dead south on the Black Sea is Cyprus's Green Line. So the plane's position was directly north of the hospital where you'd been asleep for 9 years. And this anomaly was reported at exactly the same time that you woke up. The plane was enveloped in flame from the inside out. The fuselage burnt to ashes. There were no survivors, at least not publicly admitted. Your thoughts formed a synchronicity with the boy's psyche and were amplified inside his brain. That would have been more than enough to trigger his abilities. Your rage was like a big bang in his head, blowing the lid off his powers. The boy was then secretly moved to the lab outside of Moscow where Volgan was comatose. There, Volgan's thoughts resonated with the boy and he was awakened. Volgan became the man on fire, hell-bent on getting revenge on you. His instincts led him straight to you. Skullface knew Volgan from Operation Snake Eater, or perhaps from even before. Monitoring this pair of extraordinaries, he discovered the hospital and sent his assassin and XOF. Skullface was probably watching the situation from close by. Then, realizing how useful these two test subjects could be, he approached them. Reacting to Skullface's thirst for revenge, this time the boy let Skullface's will control Volgan. Volgan, at times driven by personal revenge, at times through Skullface's will, kept on moving, though his body was little more than dead meat. Perhaps there were moments where even your thoughts affected him as well. But without the boy's power, it was like the plug had been pulled from the socket. Everything was powered by anger, malice, revenge. This is how the end of the report sums things up. Both the third boy and the man on fire were originally test subjects of paranormal research for military applications. Like telekinetically controlling the leader of an enemy nation and making him launch a nuke. Or stopping the heart of someone on the wrong side of the Berlin Wall. Experimenting with latent human abilities. They were used as tools of the Cold War. The boy's only crime was being born with unique gifts. But he was sacrificed on the altar of war. His life reduced to slavery under other people's wills. Turned into a living weapon with no will of his own. Eventually, the only emotion he could feel must have been the desire to get revenge for the hand he'd been dealt. Boss, it's you that awakened the boy's powers. But there's more to it than that. I guess the anger emanating from you was something he could truly relate to. Boss, we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests. We can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a good fit. I admit the first time I saw him I did a double take, but it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone, though you might still have one somewhere out there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Please specify a project. Development project has been added. Commencing platform construction. Caution, heavy mist anticipated. Staff assigned. Please select a mission. Please landing zone confirmed.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
About Eli hijacking Sahelanthropus. We know how he got it moving. It was Emmerich. He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs. We got the details on tape. You're gonna want to hear this.
Please select a landing zone. Clouds approaching.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Please select a mission. Please landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.